the bag.
Okay, back at it. Next level on the motor. Clay right now is taking out the head studs. What are we doing now, Clay?
Taking the head of the motor off to reveal how terrible it really is.
Okay, and so Clay, true to form, has a new assistant here today. This is Matthew.
Hello.
Fellow Miata owner.
Yeah.
And here you're going to get to experience what the cylinders look like once this head comes off. So we already broke the bolts loose, so now he's just taking them off.
This impact sucks.
As you can see, these Miata motors are a double overhead cam motor.
16 valve.
Clay,
No,
explain
just
what that
kidding.
means.
There's 2 cams.
2 cams, and when you say double overhead cam, what does that mean?
There's 2 cams on top of the motor. No.
On top of the head, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And what do these pear-shaped things do on this camshaft?
The lobes,
Yes.
they send the valves when they're supposed to go.
Okay, so these valves on each side of each cylinder are the intake
Spring.
and exhaust valves. And the cams will open and close those valves,
Just like,
regulating how much air
smells
goes in and
bad.
goes out of the cylinders. So
it smells bad.
we'll see here in a moment. Stay tuned. We'll see what it looks like with the head off.
You know what?
Okay, here we go. The head's coming off. Let's see what it looks like.
Oh.
All right. Here, put it down in this box and flip it upside down so we can take a look at the top of the cylinders. The heavy?
Yes. I haven't. Oh my god. There you go.
Okay, here you go. Here's your top of the cylinders, and this motor had been sitting for a while, so that's why you can see there's actually rust built up inside those cylinders, and not that it can't be cleaned off.
That's a lot of carbon buildup.
Let's take a look at the top of the cylinders. How are we looking?
Not that great.
Okay, so again, you got a lot of little rust buildup. Looks like all the areas where coolant would flow through
Yeah, that's what mine looks like.
is pretty gross. So this is definitely going to have to be
Stand clear.
cleaned out.
Let's see what it looks like under the. And they're not too bad. Once the carbon buildup's off, you know.
Yeah. Get that in your eyes. Okay, so we're gonna clean this up, and then are you gonna pull the cylinders out?
I don't know.
Okay, stay tuned for more. So Clay, you got some of the pistons out. How are they looking?
Well, the pistons themselves aren't bad, but some of the bearings are a little scorn. You can see, so I'm not reusing these, so it doesn't really matter what I do with them.
So one of the problems that I think these have a lot of times in those rings right there, right?
Right here, this bottom oiler ring, the wavy one, is the one where, like, my car right now shoots smoke out the exhaust, and that's what that's doing, is letting oil into the compression chamber, and that's just burning off that extra oil. But it's not these two. These are the compression rings, these top two, and then this bottom one's the oiler rings. And what's probably happening on my current motor is these are seized, so it's not
moving,
not working properly. So that's probably what's going on in that motor, and that's mainly the reason why we're replacing it. And if you look, these bearings are also pretty bad, so this motor was in due for some maintenance. So definitely good that we're taking it apart.
Yeah, apparently there was some sort of issue with this motor, but they weren't really sure, so...
We've taken it apart. There's nothing catastrophic, but it might have just been the fact that it had sat for a while, you know?
Yeah, something going on in the head, too. You're not going to reuse that head anyway.
No, that's the 94 to 97 head. So what we're actually going to do is I'm going to buy a refurbished head from Treasure Coast Miata. That's the same year as that one, the BP40W head, which is for the 99-2000 model year. So that has the better porting. So like on the intake side right here, it's less restrictive, and it other than that, it's pretty similar to this head, and that is the non-VVTi head. The 02 to 05 is or the 01 to 05 is the VVTi.
And what does VVTi stand for?
Variable valve timing, which is basically on the, is it the intake cam? Yeah, the intake cam basically can change its timing to make it more aggressive while you're driving it, to like based on like how.
Kind of like BMW's Vanos system, right?
Or Honda's VTEC is
Yeah.
more popular.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay, thank you for that example. All right, stay tuned.
All right, so we just finished taking apart the pistons out of the block. So here's the head. I put it in this box so it's a little easier moved around, and then here are all the pistons now out of here. They seem in pretty decent condition. I mean, like earlier, the bearings are kind of not the greatest, but now the block is completely stripped, except for a few things, little minor details. I'm leaving the crank in there for now because I do want to see what the machine shop says, if I need to get it balanced or something, or if I need to replace it, and also so they can tell me what size bearings I need to buy. So that's about as stripped as it's gonna get for now. Probably gonna take these two things off, but other than that, it's pretty much ready to go to the machine shop, so that'll probably be the next video, dropping it off there. There's not much else for me to do, really, so stay tuned for the machine shop video of us dropping it off. Still have to figure out where we're taking it. Obviously, after the machine shop, we're going to be putting the new internals in it, then it's turbo time. So stay tuned for that video, and I'll catch you next time.